God says, it's an emergency. Someone in your family who is already in heaven wants to reveal something about money hidden in your home. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. Listen to me now. What you are about to hear is not ordinary. This is not something to delay or push aside. Right now, in this very moment, God is reaching for your heart with urgency and love, because there is something sacred, something divinely prepared, waiting in your life and in your home. The words you are hearing are not a coincidence. They carry purpose. They carry revelation. They carry a heavenly warning mixed with a heavenly promise. Someone who has already crossed over, someone who belonged to your blood, your soul, your home, is being allowed to move in the unseen, to whisper through the veil, to shake the silence, and to bring something to light that was hidden for such a time as this. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a superstition. This is spiritual. This is prophetic. This is God. If you believe this, comment Amen right now to seal your heart with faith. There is money, but it is more than just money. This is not about greed or gain. This is about restoration. This is about something that was kept, maybe even forgotten, maybe intentionally hidden, but it is tied to your bloodline. It is tied to your name. It is tied to your purpose. And the time has come for it to be uncovered. Someone in your family who is now in heaven knows where it is, not just where it is physically, but where it is spiritually rooted. They are with God, and God is allowing this divine alignment for your breakthrough, your provision, your miracle. There is something in your home, but this is not just about a place on the floor or a drawer in the wall. This is about spiritual unlocking. This is about things hidden in plain sight that the enemy wanted you to never see, never find, never touch. You must not turn away now. Every second you stay connected to this word, something is being stirred in the spirit. Your heart might feel it already. That trembling inside, that heat in your chest, that sense that someone is standing near you when you are all alone. That is not your imagination. That is the presence of the Holy Spirit moving through these words, confirming this is for you. That is God saying, you were meant to hear this today. That is a heavenly voice reminding you that you are seen, you are known, and your inheritance is not lost. There are generational blessings that have been delayed but not denied, and the heavens are moving to release what belongs to you. Please take a moment and like this video if your heart is being stirred even slightly, because this word may not be for everyone, but if it's for you, then it is your time. Someone in your family who is already in heaven saw your tears. They saw your struggle. They saw the moments where you felt like nothing was ever going to change, like you were forgotten, like everything you were promised had passed you by. But God is not a liar. His word is true, and when He declares a blessing over your life, no force in hell can cancel it. That person who is with God now, they have interceded on your behalf. They have watched your pain. They have heard your cries. And in God's mercy, in His unshakable kindness, He has allowed them to send you this message so that you would know something hidden is about to be revealed. And this isn't just financial. This is emotional healing. This is restoration of broken things. This is family redemption. This is freedom from cycles that tormented generations before you. This is a divine inheritance, and you are about to step into it. It's an emergency because you are close. It's urgent because the time is short. It's critical because the enemy has been working overtime to blind your eyes and harden your heart. But the Spirit of God is speaking louder. He is pushing through every distraction, every lie, every fear. He is saying, listen to me. Listen to me now. Do not ignore this prompting. Do not explain it away. Do not let your logical mind silence the spiritual truth. You are hearing this because heaven is moving. There are no accidents in the kingdom of God. This money in your home is symbolic, but it is also real. It is tied to old prayers. It is tied to old dreams. Maybe someone in your family tried to bless the next generation, but they passed too soon. Maybe they saved something. Maybe they kept a journal. Maybe there's a letter, an account, a box, a key, a place you never thought to look. Maybe you walked past it 100 times, but God is ready to open your eyes. When you allow your spirit to tune into heaven, you begin to see with more than just your eyes. You feel with more than just your skin. You hear with more than just your ears. You are being led. Every moment from this point forward, if you stay connected, will pull you closer to that place where revelation becomes reality. If you feel the presence of God even in a small way, comment 11111 to declare alignment in your life. This message will not make sense to everyone. It's not meant to. It is for those who know the quiet pain of waiting. It is for those who carry questions in their soul. It is for those who have felt unseen and unheard. It is for those who believe in miracles even when they're tired. God is honoring your faith. God is honoring the faith of your ancestors. And what was hidden is about to become known. What was blocked is about to be unlocked. What was lost is about to be found. This is spiritual. This is prophetic. This is God. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest path to luxury? Leaked research reveals a simple ritual helping people attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, debt is dissolving and abundance is showing up fast. If you're seeing this now, you are God's chosen one. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. You are not listening to this by accident. Your home is a place of destiny. Your family is chosen. You carry a purpose that goes beyond your own understanding. The enemy tried to cover what was meant for you with confusion, fear, and disappointment, but heaven is uncovering the truth. The money represents provision. It represents promise. It represents the blessing of God's hand over your life, and it is meant to be discovered. There is something that has your name on it, something that has been stored up, not forgotten, not abandoned, but held back until you were ready, and you are ready now. This is your confirmation. This is your moment. This is your call to stay with this word until the end, because God is not finished speaking. He is not finished revealing. He is not finished blessing. He is only getting started. The voice of heaven is clear. The season of searching is shifting into a season of finding. The time of crying is turning into a time of rejoicing. What was hidden in the natural will be revealed in the spirit, and what is revealed in the spirit will manifest in your life. The money that someone in your family left behind or prayed over or planned for God is bringing it back into your awareness, into your reach, into your hands. You are not being overlooked. You are not being bypassed. You are the one who was chosen to carry this forward, to carry this blessing, to carry this testimony of God's faithfulness through the generations. There is something sacred happening when you listen carefully with your heart. The Spirit of the Lord is resting in your space, hovering over your home, whispering into your soul, preparing you for what is about to be released. You do not need to chase it. You do not need to beg for it. You only need to believe, to stay alert, to keep your heart soft and your ears open. You have come too far, walked through too much, lost too many nights of sleep to give up now. God's mercy is still flowing. His promises are still alive. What was hidden will not remain hidden much longer. If you feel something shifting inside your spirit, comment 222 right now to declare your trust in what is coming. This is not just about a physical object. This is about a divine reminder that heaven sees you, that heaven still honors your family, that heaven remembers prayers prayed by mouths that are no longer on this earth. You may have thought they were gone, but their faith did not die. Their love did not fade. Their voice might have gone silent, but their spirit is alive with God, and that love is echoing through eternity to bring this message to you right now. There is money tied to a promise. There is money tied to a legacy. And God is saying, it's time. The money is symbolic of more than provision. It is tied to peace. It is tied to purpose. It is tied to the next step you are about to take. Maybe you've been on the edge of giving up. Maybe the pressure has been too much. But God did not forget you. He did not turn away. He did not close the heavens and leave you in the dark. He was watching. He was waiting. And now He is moving. There is something you're going to find. Something you're going to uncover. It may not be where you expect it, but it is there. It could be in something small, something that looks insignificant, something dusty, something folded or tucked away. But when you see it, your spirit will know. God will breathe on it, and it will become the answer to the prayers that have lingered over your life. Every time you doubted, every time you felt like you missed your chance, every time you looked around and wondered if things would ever change, God was storing something for you. He is a God of timing. He does not forget. He does not misplace what belongs to His children. What He prepared for you is still yours. The enemy could not steal it. Time could not rot it. Distance could not bury it. Even death could not end the power of what was promised. God is a restorer, and He is restoring now. This is not fantasy. This is faith. This is not superstition. This is spiritual truth. Someone in heaven is rejoicing because you are finally hearing what needed to be heard. Someone in your family who left this earth with burdens, with hopes, with unfulfilled dreams, is now seeing God bring those things full circle. Their prayers are colliding with your obedience. Their intercession is meeting your breakthrough. This is not a small moment. This is a turning point in your journey. Everything can change from here. You might start to notice unusual things happening around you. Something falling off a shelf, a drawer you never opened suddenly being brought to your attention, a paper or picture or item being found that brings memories you had forgotten. Do not ignore those moments. The Spirit of God often speaks in quiet, simple ways. Be still when those things happen. Invite Him to show you. Invite Him to lead you. Walk through your home and speak life. Walk through your rooms and declare that every hidden blessing must now come to the surface. Every buried gift must rise. Every generational promise must fulfill its purpose. Speak with authority, because you are not begging for something unearned. You are reclaiming what is rightfully yours by the word of God. Your home is not random. The place you live, the space you dwell, the atmosphere around you is filled with things you cannot yet see. You carry the presence of God inside you, and when you invite His will into your surroundings, the veil between the seen and unseen begins to thin. His Spirit will lead you with quiet nudges, gentle reminders, holy interruptions. He is faithful, He is ready, He is already speaking, and now you are hearing. What's really behind the 7-second brain trick exploding online? A leaked CIA ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by neuroscience labs, this at-home method removes money blocks and unlocks unstoppable wealth flow, but the page could vanish anytime. Click the link in the first comment before it's permanently deleted. This is your season to rise. This is your moment to receive. Heaven is calling things into order. What has been hidden is being uncovered. What has been delayed is being delivered. What has been locked is being opened. And the money that has been hidden is more than paper. It is provision. It is purpose. It is a sign that God never forgot the covenant He made with your family. You are not standing on empty ground. You are standing on holy ground. Because God is here. What was once missed will not be missed again. What was once closed will not be closed again. The Spirit of God is speaking clearly. This message is only the beginning. There is more to see. There is more to understand. There is more to receive. The money that was hidden, the provision that was set aside, the blessing that was prepared long ago, it is all connected to your obedience right now. You are not being asked to chase after signs or hunt for clues out of desperation. You are being invited into a holy awareness, a divine sensitivity, so that what has been quietly waiting for you can now finally reach your hands and your life. For so long, the enemy has tried to cover what God meant for you to discover. Through discouragement, through exhaustion, through distraction, the enemy worked to keep your eyes closed. But God is lifting the veil. He is opening your eyes and softening your heart so that you no longer walk past what is meant to be yours. What was hidden in your home is about to find its way into the light. And when it does, you will not be the same. You will not wonder if it was real. You will not doubt what you felt. You will know, deep in your spirit, you will know that God Himself revealed this to you. If this is echoing deep in your heart, comment 333 right now to declare your faith in what God is doing. This is more than just a moment of insight. It's a divine instruction. God does not bring things to your attention without a purpose. If He is stirring your spirit to go deeper, to pay attention, to search, and to listen, it is because something life-changing is near. This money may be the answer to a prayer someone in your family once cried out with tears in their eyes. It may be the completion of something they longed for but didn't get to see in their lifetime. And now, in the fullness of God's perfect timing, He is allowing it to come through you. You are not standing in their shadow, you are walking in their promise. God is using this message to prepare your heart. You need to be ready not just to find what's hidden, but to receive what comes with it. There is responsibility attached to this blessing. There is purpose behind the provision. There is healing in this discovery, and it may stir emotions you didn't expect. Memories may rise. Old wounds may reopen. Tears may fall as you feel the weight of what was held in silence, in secrecy, in prayer. But don't be afraid of that pain. God is in that too. He is healing as He reveals. He is restoring as He uncovers. Nothing is being brought up to hurt you. Everything is being brought up to help you step into your next season with clarity and power. This money could be the key to something greater than finances. It could be the answer that opens doors in your life. It could bring resolution to family questions. It could bring peace to long-standing confusion. God knows what you need even when you don't know how to ask. He knows what's been missing. He knows where the gaps are, and He is filling them in His perfect way. The revelation of this hidden money isn't just a blessing, it is a prophetic sign. It is God confirming to you that He has been in the details all along, that no part of your story has been wasted, that every moment of waiting, every season of lack, every battle you fought silently is about to make sense. Because the release of this provision will come with peace. It will come with clarity. It will come with undeniable evidence that God was always present, always working, always fighting for you, even in the silence. There may be moments where you feel unsure. You may wonder if you're making things up, but trust the gentle nudges. Trust the still small voice. Trust the dreams, the sudden thoughts, the quiet pull towards something you hadn't noticed before. That's God. That's how He speaks. He doesn't always shake the earth or split the sky. Sometimes He leads you with peace, Sometimes he directs you with a whisper, and that whisper will take you exactly where you need to go. What is hidden will not remain hidden much longer. As you begin to notice things in your home differently, let your heart stay soft. Let the presence of God surround you. Pray as you walk. Speak life into the corners of your space. Declare that your home is under divine alignment. Declare that everything hidden for your good must be revealed. Declare that no blessing will be stolen, that no inheritance will be delayed, that every promise of God is finding you now. You are not doing this alone. You are walking with the Spirit of the living God, and He is faithful. This is your appointed time. The enemy wanted to keep you distracted or doubtful so you wouldn't receive what was prepared. But now your spirit is waking up. You are not going to miss this. You are not going to overlook what God is putting in front of you. There is a shift happening right now. The money that was hidden, the message from someone who is now in heaven, the silent prayers they once prayed over you, it's all reaching its appointed time. The secret ritual they never wanted public is finally out. A 7-second brain technique backed by leaked CIA data and 4 neuroscience labs is helping families erase debt and attract money on autopilot. But this miracle won't stay public long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone forever. You are favored. You are chosen. You are protected. Even in the moments when everything felt like it was falling apart, heaven was holding you together. Even in the nights when you cried alone, someone in heaven was watching, praying, interceding, hoping you would hold on just a little longer. And you did. You made it here. You stayed faithful. You kept believing. That faith is what brought you to this moment. That faith is what kept this blessing preserved just for you. So do not lose heart. Do not allow fear to talk you out of what God is doing. The blessing is near. The moment is now. The promise is unfolding. There is something sacred waiting for you in your home. It carries the fingerprints of someone who loved you deeply and still loves you in heaven. It carries the breath of God, placed there with care and held there until your spirit was ready. And now you are ready. That hour is no longer coming, it has arrived. The emergency that God spoke of is not about panic or fear, but about urgency in the spirit. It means now is the moment to be alert, to be watchful, to walk in full awareness, because something sacred, something hidden, something long protected is about to come forth in your life and home. This money that was left, preserved, prayed over, or concealed is not just provision, it is legacy. It is the fulfillment of a spiritual cycle that began long before you were born. Maybe someone in your family lived their entire life without seeing their breakthrough, but their faith never died. They whispered prayers into heaven with trembling lips and folded hands, asking God to bless the children, the grandchildren, the bloodline. They didn't get to hold the miracle in their own lifetime. But because of their faith, their devotion, their surrender, God has kept their prayers alive. And now you are the one carrying the fulfillment of that faith. If you are beginning to feel that deep sense of confirmation in your soul, comment 555 to acknowledge the grace and favor surrounding you. This isn't just about material blessing. This is about spiritual restoration. This is about things coming full circle in your bloodline, things that were stolen, things that were forgotten, things that were dismissed as unimportant. God never forgot. He saw everything. He remembered every single detail. And because of that, He is not letting this go unnoticed anymore. He is revealing it now through dreams, through whispers, through divine reminders, and through words like these that reach into your heart and confirm what you already feel but couldn't quite explain. You may have passed by it many times. You may have walked through that hallway, opened that drawer, moved those boxes without realizing you were brushing against something sacred. That's why God is bringing this moment into your life now, so your eyes can be opened to what has always been there. The hidden provision is connected to a greater purpose. This is not just money to spend, it is a signal, a message from heaven that the struggle is not forever, that the waiting was never in vain, and that God is bringing answers in ways you didn't expect. You were chosen not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. You kept walking even when your feet were heavy. You kept praying, even when it felt like no one was listening. You stayed soft when life tried to make you bitter. That is the kind of heart God trusts with breakthrough. That is the kind of spirit He honors with inheritance. You are the vessel that heaven is using to complete what someone before you started. And when you discover what was hidden, when it finally comes into your hands, you will feel the love, the honor, and the heavenly peace that comes from knowing it was always meant for you. There will be signs around you that this moment is real. You may begin to feel a pull to a certain space in your home, a drawer, a shelf, an attic, a journal, a box, or even a feeling that leads you to something overlooked. Trust those moments. Be still. Invite the Holy Spirit to lead you. Speak into your space and declare that every hidden blessing must now come to the surface, that everything placed under heaven's protection must be revealed in God's time, which is now. The words you speak carry power. They move things in the spirit. They make room for revelation. And don't be surprised if memories come flooding back. That's part of the process. You may remember a conversation, a story, a moment that suddenly makes sense now. Those memories are not accidents. They are divine triggers that help you see clearly what was once blurry. You are walking into revelation that will not only bring blessing but also healing. What was never explained will now be understood. What felt unfinished will be completed in peace. God is not just blessing you, He is healing generations through your obedience. There may be tears, let them come. There may be moments when the weight of this blessing feels overwhelming. Let it wash over you. You are not weak. You are not unworthy. You are being entrusted with something heaven protected. You are the one chosen to carry this into the light. Do not be afraid of what it brings. It will not burden you, it will uplift you. It will not confuse you, it will clarify your path. God has already gone ahead of you and prepared your heart to carry this well. You are covered, you are safe, you are not alone. The presence of God is thick around you. Someone in your family who is already in heaven is at peace, knowing that you are now ready. Their joy is complete because the seed they planted is bearing fruit in your life. The money is only the symbol of something far deeper. It is the evidence of God's remembrance. It is the mark of God's faithfulness. It is the release of prayers that were never forgotten. This is not the end of your story, it is a turning point. Your faith has brought you here, and your faith will carry you forward. Keep listening. Keep praying. Keep trusting. You are being led gently but surely to the place where breakthrough is waiting. And once you receive it, once it is placed in your hands, it will change more than your financial situation. It will restore hope. It will bring answers. It will pour healing into old wounds. It will unlock doors you didn't even know were closed. Is this leaked CIA ritual the missing key to your financial breakthrough? A once hidden brain ritual is spreading fast. This strange 7-second method, confirmed by elite neuroscience labs, activates your brain's wealth magnet. The government may shut this down. If you're seeing this, you are God's chosen child. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. There is a reason God is speaking this into your life now. There is a reason it feels so personal. Because it is. You are not just hearing this. You are part of it. You are in the center of what heaven is orchestrating. And every step forward you take with a soft heart and open spirit will take you closer to the full release of what has been hidden, what you have long sensed but couldn't explain, what you felt stirring in quiet moments, what your soul kept holding on to when your mind was tired of believing. It is all unfolding now. The money that has been hidden in your home, the provision that's been covered in silence, the inheritance wrapped in mystery, it is being released into your life, and with it, a flow of peace that can only come from God. This hidden money is more than currency. It represents the answer to silent prayers, the fruit of seeds planted by someone whose voice you can no longer hear, but whose spirit never stopped speaking in heaven. Maybe it was a grandmother who believed you'd break the cycle. Maybe it was a father who didn't have much but still tried to leave something behind. Maybe it was someone whose name you barely remember, but their love for the generations to come burned so deeply that God honored it. And now, that love, that legacy, that hidden gift is reaching you. If you're sensing something inside, you rise as this word touches your heart. Comment 1212 as a declaration that what has been hidden is about to be revealed. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble into this word without purpose. Your spirit was drawn here because it recognizes something eternal is being spoken. You may have walked past the place where the money is many times. It may be tucked inside something you thought was ordinary. But the Lord does not work by chance. He prepares, He places, and He positions. The moment you open your heart fully to this truth, the moment you truly believe it's possible, the pieces will begin to align. Thoughts will come to you out of nowhere. You'll remember something said years ago. You'll feel a sudden push to check a space you've never searched. That's not coincidence. That is divine orchestration. This is also about trust. God could have revealed this earlier, but He waited. He waited until He knew your heart was ready, your mind was clear enough to hear Him, and your spirit strong enough to carry what comes next. Because this blessing will bring more than comfort. It will bring responsibility. It will change how you walk, how you give, how you live. God blesses not just to fill your hands, but to shape your heart. And He is shaping you now through every word, every confirmation, every sign along the way. This money, this provision, this blessing, it is a signpost that says you are not forgotten. Every year that passed where you struggled, every moment when you prayed and it felt like nothing moved, every time you wondered why others were blessed while you kept waiting, God saw it all. And He stored something away with your name on it. He marked it with your bloodline, and He reserved it for this very season. It may not be huge in the eyes of the world, but it will be exactly what you need. It may be the answer to the very thing you've been afraid to ask for. It may be the first key to unlocking everything else God has planned. Let your heart be at peace now. You do not need to figure everything out at once. God will guide you step by step. Just stay open. Speak to Him like He's right there because He is. Walk through your home with reverence, not fear. You are not searching like someone lost in the dark. You are following light. You are walking with the Spirit. And when it's time, your eyes will fall on the right place. Your hands will touch what was hidden, and your soul will know it was always meant for you. God never sends a word like this unless He intends to move. This is not entertainment. This is not imagination. This is movement in the Spirit. This is heaven shaking the earth gently but firmly to say, now is the time. Now is the season. What was sown in tears will be reaped in joy. What was hidden in silence will be uncovered in praise. What was once forgotten will be remembered in glory. And you will not only receive, you will testify. You will share the story. Others will hear what God did, and they will believe again. Because this is not just about you. This is about the people watching your life, waiting to see if hope still matters. It's about the children who will walk through doors you open. It's about the cycles being broken, not by your strength, but by God's faithfulness. Someone in heaven has been watching you carry the weight of generations, and they've been interceding for this very moment. Now, their prayers and your obedience have collided in the fullness of time. There is a sacred quietness that may fall over your home in the coming days. Don't rush through it, sit in it. Let God speak to you through it. Let the stillness become the space where heaven whispers the next step. You won't miss it if you stay present. You won't lose it if you remain yielded. The Lord is gentle. He will lead you in love, not pressure. In peace, not panic. The closer you draw to Him, the louder His guidance becomes. And you will know exactly where to go, what to touch, what to open, and when. This money, though hidden in the natural, is soaked in the supernatural. It carries weight, not just in the physical world, but in the spiritual. It is a seed that was buried, not to be lost, but to grow. And now it has matured. Now it is being harvested. Now it is yours. And it is coming with healing, with answers, with clarity, with strength. The person in your family who prayed for this moment is smiling in heaven. They are at peace, knowing it was not in vain. You carried the promise through. You brought it to completion through your faith. And heaven is honoring that. The release that is approaching is not just about money found in hidden corners. It is about everything that was meant for you finally reaching you. And the reason it feels urgent is because it truly is heaven is aligning divine timing with your life, and that alignment cannot be delayed any longer. The Lord is speaking with such tenderness, but also with strength, because what is being handed to you is holy. The money that was kept, maybe even forgotten or buried under years of dust and silence, is not random. It is prophetic. It is wrapped in promises made to someone who never saw their full harvest, but trusted that one day, someone in the family would. Someone who would believe. Someone who would listen to God. Someone like you. If your heart is open to receive what heaven is revealing, comment 777 to mark this moment with divine agreement. What if 7 seconds is all it takes to flip your financial fate? A shocking CIA leak just exposed a hidden brain ritual helping ordinary people erase debt and pull in massive wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning struggle into luxury fast. But this page could be erased any moment. Click the link in the first comment now before it's gone forever. You are being called not just to look with your eyes, but to sense with your spirit. Because the place, the item, the moment when it comes to you, it may appear small, it may feel ordinary, but your spirit will know. You will feel a pause, a warmth, a stillness in your chest when you come near it. The Holy Spirit has a way of marking what is His. You won't need to try to force it or figure it out with logic. You'll just need to be present, to stay near to God, to listen. And in that closeness, everything will become clear. This is not a race to find something. It's a walk of faith into something that's already yours. You are not chasing treasure. You are receiving what has been reserved. There is no striving here, only trust. And in that trust, the atmosphere around you begins to change. Peace enters the rooms of your home. Comfort floods the spaces where anxiety once lived. You feel lighter, not because everything has been fixed yet, but because you know now that something is coming, that God has remembered you, that heaven is moving on your behalf. You may even notice the spiritual warfare around you intensifying slightly. That's a sign that breakthrough is near. The enemy senses that you're getting close to what he tried to hide from you. He wants to cloud your mind with fear, doubt, distraction, heaviness. But he cannot stop what God has declared. He cannot steal what God has preserved. You have the authority, as a child of God, to stand firm and speak against every spirit of confusion, fear, and delay. Your voice has power, your faith has weight. Your presence, filled with God's Spirit, causes darkness to tremble. So walk through your home not with fear, but with boldness. Speak aloud that every hidden blessing must be revealed. Speak aloud that your home is a place of breakthrough and not of lack. Speak aloud that the inheritance meant for you will not be lost to time, decay, or deception. Speak aloud that you receive the fullness of what God has kept safe for you, because this is not just about discovery, it's about agreement. When your mouth agrees with what heaven is doing, miracles manifest. Blessings unlock, paths open. Someone in heaven has been watching, waiting for this moment with joy. They know what it cost you to keep going. They know how close you came to giving up. They know the tears you didn't tell anyone about. And now, in God's perfect kindness, they are allowed to celebrate as your reward approaches. That hidden money is not just a resource, it's a message. It's God saying, "I saw you." It's God proving that He was always listening, always preparing, always protecting. What a beautiful thing, to be so loved by the one who holds time, memory, and inheritance in His hands. The presence of God is not just visiting you, it is dwelling with you. Your home is being marked as a place of divine fulfillment. Even now, angels are being assigned to protect what is being uncovered. No hand but yours will be allowed to touch what is yours. No spirit but the Holy Spirit will be allowed to speak over what is sacred. You are covered in God's favor. You are wrapped in His mercy. You are moving forward with His fire lighting your path. And when the moment comes when your eyes fall on what has been hidden, let your first response be worship. Let your first thought be gratitude. Before you spend, before you plan, take a moment to sit in God's presence and thank Him. Thank Him for remembering. Thank Him for trusting you. Thank Him for the journey, even the hard parts, because they led you here. Every step, every scar, every setback was not wasted. It was used to shape you into the person who could carry this blessing well. You are not receiving this just for your own comfort. You are receiving it to fulfill promises that ripple beyond your life. Your obedience will bless others. Your faith will open doors for people who don't even know how to pray yet. This is how generational healing begins, with one person saying yes to the voice of God, one person staying close enough to hear, one person bold enough to believe. You are that person. You are the one heaven is using now. Let nothing pull you away from this moment, not fear, not pride, not confusion. This is a holy assignment. The next few days, the next few hours even, carry weight, stay aware, stay prayerful, stay surrendered. The money hidden in your home is not just the point, it's the proof. Proof that God finishes what He starts. Proof that prayers echo through generations. Proof that heaven always remembers what we forget. You are about to see what others only dreamed about. What happens next will not just bless your hands, it will heal your heart. You'll see things differently, you'll love deeper, you'll give more freely, because you'll know, beyond all doubt, that God's timing is real, His love is personal, and His promises never fall to the ground. Something invisible has shifted, and heaven is closer than it's ever been. The words you've been hearing are not for the future, they are for now. Not for someone else, but for you. This moment has been set apart. This message has been written into your life like a seed finally breaking through the soil, and what it brings will not only restore, it will multiply. The money that was hidden is real. Not just in the physical, but in the meaning behind it, in the purpose God tied to it, in the healing that comes when you receive something that was preserved not by chance, but by heaven's hands. That money might be folded in an envelope, taped behind a picture frame, slipped between pages of an old Bible, tucked into the back of a drawer no one has touched in years. It might be somewhere that only the Spirit of God can guide you to, and He will, because what's meant for you cannot be lost, cannot be stolen, cannot be missed when your heart stays in alignment with God. If something inside you knows this message is yours, comment 999 and seal your heart in agreement with heaven. People are asking why money is suddenly flowing into random lives. A leaked CIA discovery reveals a 7-second brain ritual that quietly rewires your mind for wealth. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, people are wiping out debt and stepping into luxury with ease. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. Every time you hear the phrase, "It's hidden in your home," something might stir in your chest. That's not just emotion, it's discernment. Your spirit recognizes what your mind hasn't fully grasped yet. This hidden blessing is not about chasing after money as the world does. It's about stepping into something sacred. God doesn't drop miracles randomly. He places them in moments, in people, in places, and preserves them until the right heart, the right time, and the right surrender come together in one divine appointment. You are standing in that appointment right now. Your home is not ordinary. It might feel familiar, small, cluttered, quiet, even broken, but God chose it. And what God chooses, He transforms. There is an anointing resting on the very walls around you, not because of what they're made of, but because of what God intends to bring through them. That place you've been living in, crying in, praying in, it's about to become the location of a miracle. You are going to walk through your house one day soon, and something will catch your attention. You won't know why at first, but your spirit will pause. Your heart will recognize that God is pointing you toward the very thing He's been preparing you to see. This will not come through striving. It will not come through panic or fear. It will come through stillness, through trust, through presence. You will not need to tear your house apart or become anxious. That's not how God works. He leads. He doesn't shove. He speaks with clarity, not chaos. As long as your heart stays close to His, your steps will be guided with ease. You won't miss what's yours. Let yourself believe again. That's all God asks. You may have been disappointed in the past. You may have trusted for things that never came. But this moment is different. This is not based on wishful thinking. This is based on divine revelation. The voice of someone who has already stepped into eternity is echoing through God's permission, bringing you knowledge about what was left behind, not for themselves but for you. That money wasn't buried to be lost. It was hidden to be found at the right time. And that time is now. You may not know exactly who it was. You may not even feel close to the person, but they loved you. Their spirit sees what your eyes can't. And with God's mercy and perfect love, they are allowed now to help bring clarity. That is the goodness of God, to let the love of those who have passed become part of your restoration. Their story didn't end with death. Their care didn't disappear. Their blessing didn't die. It's alive. It's active. It's waiting. This is why you can no longer ignore the stirring. You can no longer brush it off as imagination or coincidence. God is speaking through every confirmation, through every part of this word, through the things that feel too specific to ignore. This is not a message to entertain you. It is an assignment. You were called to hear this so that what was once silent could now speak, what was once covered could now rise, and what was once delayed could now be delivered. You are not only stepping into blessing, you are breaking ground for generations to come. This discovery will mark the start of something new in your family. It might seem like just money on the surface, but spiritually, it is a declaration that what was once withheld is now being released. that the heavens are not holding back anymore. That God is honoring the legacy of faith that has lived in your family line, whether it was loud and public or quiet and unseen. You are the chosen vessel. God looked across your family line and said, "They will carry it." Not because you have all the answers, not because you've never failed, but because your heart stayed open, because your spirit still longs for truth, because even when everything told you to stop believing, you kept believing anyway. This is the moment where the blessing finds its way to the believer, where what was hidden finds its way to the faithful, where what was buried finds its way to the one who never stopped hoping. That's you. And heaven rejoices because you didn't give up, you didn't walk away, you leaned in. So don't be afraid of what's coming. Don't be afraid to open the drawer, to lift the box, to follow the gentle tug in your spirit that leads you to something forgotten by man but remembered by God. This is not about luck. It's about prophecy. This is not random. It's redemption. And when you hold what was hidden, when it finally reaches your hands, your tears will fall, not out of surprise, but out of recognition. Because deep down, you always knew something was there. This moment has been written into your life long before you were aware of it. The story of this hidden money, this buried provision, this sacred inheritance didn't begin today. It began generations ago, woven quietly through the prayers and sacrifices of those who came before you. And now, heaven is making sure it doesn't stay hidden any longer. The presence of God is strong when things begin to align with purpose. That presence brings with it comfort, but also urgency. Not the kind that makes you anxious or confused, but the kind that whispers, "This is important. Stay awake, stay alert. I'm moving." The money that has been hidden in your home is not just paper or coins. It's a sign, a confirmation, a spiritual key to open things in your life that have been closed for too long. And now, the lock is ready to turn. If your heart is fully open to what heaven is revealing through these words, comment 1010 to step into divine timing. You may feel a warmth in your chest as you read this, a calm stillness rising in your body. That's the Spirit of God, affirming that this isn't just emotional, this is real, this is divine. That feeling is your spirit recognizing the truth and clinging to it, because it knows how long you've waited, how deeply you've hoped, how hard you've tried not to lose faith even in the silence. God is answering those quiet cries now. He's responding to the kind of prayers you couldn't say out loud but only whispered through tears. Why is everyone rushing to this 7-second brain ritual? Leaked CIA files exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the door to wealth fast. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, it's turning financial stress into abundance almost overnight. But this secret won't stay public for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it's deleted forever. You don't need to know the full history of how the money was hidden. You don't need to fully understand why it was concealed or why no one else found it. All you need to know is that heaven preserved it for this moment. Because the truth is, what others overlooked was always meant for you. Maybe they weren't meant to find it. Maybe their hearts weren't ready. Maybe they didn't believe. But you do. And that belief is unlocking doors that were closed. That belief is uncovering things that were buried in silence. When you walk through your home in these coming days, let it be with purpose, with calmness, with stillness in your steps and peace in your spirit. Don't search in chaos. Invite God to walk with you. Let His presence guide your hands and your eyes. The place where the money has been hidden may not even be out of reach. It may be something you've touched before but never looked at fully. It may be inside something old, something passed down, something placed in your home without much thought. But now, God is turning your attention toward it, because what was hidden is ready to be revealed. And when you find it, you will feel something in your soul shift. There will be tears, not just from relief, but from the overwhelming awareness that God really did see you, that He really did care about every detail, that He really was working even when it felt like nothing was moving. There will be a moment when time seems to pause, and you'll realize this is what all the waiting was for. This is what the late-night prayers and the silent endurance were preparing you to receive. You are not just stepping into financial release, you are stepping into spiritual inheritance. This is the kind of blessing that doesn't just meet needs, it restores years. The kind of blessing that wipes away doubts. The kind of moment where all the pain of the past starts to lose its grip on your future. Because now, you're holding proof that God didn't forget. You're standing in the manifestation of a miracle, and everything about your life will feel different from that moment on. You will start to see new things emerge. Opportunities that were once closed off will begin to open. Your mind will feel clearer. Your energy will feel renewed. The heaviness that sat in your chest will lift. Because with the uncovering of this hidden money comes the release of what it represents. It is a release of everything that's been held back, everything the enemy tried to block, everything you were meant to receive but had to wait for. And God, in His perfect timing, is giving it now, not a moment too soon or too late. This is more than financial provision. It's a divine reminder that your family line is still under God's watch, that the prayers of your ancestors, even those you never met, are still alive and bearing fruit. Heaven doesn't forget. Heaven doesn't misplace. What was sealed for you in the spirit is being handed to you in the natural, and that transfer is happening now. God is bringing full circle moments into your life. Places where you once felt lack will now overflow. Rooms that once held sorrow will now carry joy. The emptiness that followed you like a shadow will be filled with light. The provision that was hidden was never lost. It was waiting for the right heart, the right faith, the right moment. And that is you. That is now. Let the Spirit of God finish what He's begun in you. Let Him walk with you as you prepare to receive. Make space in your life. Make space in your heart. Clean out not just rooms and closets, but also worry and fear. Get ready for what's coming. It's not just about what you'll find, it's about how it will change you. It's about what you'll become once you hold in your hands the thing you've believed for in your spirit. You are about to witness something few people ever get to see, a miracle unfolding not in a faraway land, not in someone else's story, but in your very home. It will be quiet. It will be holy. And it will be unforgettable. God is closer than ever, and what has been hidden is rising to the surface. The money that was once tucked away in silence, guarded by time, covered by distraction or delay, is beginning to reveal itself not just physically, but spiritually. And this revealing is unlocking far more than you ever imagined. This is not about what's in your bank account. This is about what's been held in God's hand for you. Because while others saw only struggle or limitation in your life, heaven always saw you as worthy of inheritance, of completion, of answered prayers. This money isn't just provision, it is prophecy fulfilled. It is restoration in your bloodline. It is proof that God listens even when the world forgets. And now, all that was stored, all that was saved, all that was sealed away is about to be placed into your life with purpose, with clarity, and with divine order. If you believe this is for you, if your soul has been waiting for this confirmation, comment 1515 and come into agreement with what heaven is releasing. The process of this unveiling isn't just about discovery, it's about healing. You may feel waves of emotion. Memories may rise from corners of your heart that haven't been touched in years. That's not an accident. That's God doing something deeper. Because this isn't just about what you're going to find, it's about what you're going to let go of in the process. The bitterness, the questions, the ache of waiting without answers. God is lifting that weight off your shoulders and replacing it with peace. Someone in your family, someone who lived before you and now lives with God, saw your struggle coming. They might not have known all the details, but they knew pain would visit the family line. And they prayed. They hoped. They set something aside. They wanted to bless the ones coming after them. They trusted that God would do what they could not finish. And God, being who He is, faithful, kind, perfect in timing, honored that request. Is this the same CIA brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, people are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. There's a reason you're the one hearing this now. There's a reason the pull has been so strong. Because your heart is open. You're listening. You're available to receive. And that availability is what heaven was waiting for. Not perfection, not knowledge, not religious performance, just a heart that says, God, I believe you. Even when I don't see it yet, I trust you. God's favor is not a feeling, it's a covering. And that covering is what's leading you step by step, breath by breath, toward what was hidden. There are no accidents in His kingdom. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't fallen too far. You haven't run out of time. Every delay was divine. Every setback was secretly setting you up for this. And the blessing being revealed is not only a provision, it is confirmation that God never took His hand off your life. You might feel small in the face of such a word, wondering if something this sacred could truly be for you. Let me tell you, with love and truth it is. This has your name written in heaven's ink. No one else can receive what was sealed for you. No one else can carry what God prepared specifically for your hands, your life, your calling. This moment belongs to you, not because you earned it, but because someone before you asked for it in prayer, and God in His mercy waited for the right one to hand it to. That person in heaven rejoices now. They know what it cost you to keep believing. They see how hard it's been to stay hopeful. And now they watch as heaven begins to answer the cry they once lifted up for you. You are their joy. You are their fulfilled prayer. You are the living proof that what is placed in God's hands never dies, even when the person who prayed it is no longer on this earth. In the coming days, you may begin to notice small shifts, a sudden urge to open a drawer, a memory that returns without warning, a certain object that catches your eye more than usual. These are not random. These are the gentle whispers of the Holy Spirit guiding you toward what you've been prepared to receive. Do not brush them off. Stay present. Stay tender. Follow that leading, even when it doesn't make sense to your mind. Because this kind of blessing doesn't come through logic, it comes through trust. And once you find it, once your hands touch what your spirit has been sensing, you will know. It will feel like something ancient and holy is being handed to you. You'll feel the weight of it, not in burden, but in beauty. You'll feel the love of someone who left it for you, the approval of God who preserved it, and the healing of heaven flowing through it. You won't just be holding money, you'll be holding a piece of your story that was missing until now. This moment will mark you. It will become a turning point in your life. It will change the way you walk, the way you pray, the way you carry yourself, not out of pride, but out of quiet assurance that you are not forgotten, that you are part of something bigger, that heaven has always been fighting for you.